Yo, what's up everyone? I'm here with a new airdrop tutorial. We're talking about Scroll Mainnet, and make sure to stay till the end of the video because I'm going to show you guys some other airdrops on Scroll that are more dapps, not like the chain itself. But let me go over this real quick. Scroll is a layer 2 on Ethereum. They have an insane amount of funding. I'll get into that. They're using zero knowledge technology to and trust minimized tech to be a layer 2, so we've seen that before, and we've seen airdrops of layer 2s on Ethereum before do really well, like Arbitrum and Optimism. And yeah, that's the gist of it. It does require an extra chain on MetaMask, so here we have Chainlist. It's a website I've brought up before. Very good website to bookmark pretty much every chain you need. You just add it to MetaMask. I've already added it to my MetaMask, but yeah. And now we'll get into the funding. The Layer 2 Scroll reached a 1.8 billion valuation in its most recent funding round. So as we could see here, they most recently raised $50 million in their most recent funding round, and then in their initial funding round, they raised $33 million. So in total funding, they have $83 million, which is huge for a Layer 2, pretty much any project, to be honest, because with that amount of money, I mean, they're going to have better developers. The airdrop is going to be probably better. The token is going to be better prepped to handle like the competition in the markets and all that. So the first way to farm this airdrop, this is pretty difficult. I mean, this is only if you're a developer, but if you do plan on competing in any of the hackathons or have competed in the future in any of them, you could go there and claim like this token NFT, and it'll give you a role which will get you more airdrop tokens. So there is that. That's hard for people, but there's other ways to get this airdrop. So you're going to need a bridge fund. So this airdrop, there's a way you can farm it that requires money. So the best way to farm this does require money, but they also have a testnet. But I really recommend you just farm the mainnet and don't really waste your time on the testnet, because the mainnet is going to definitely give you more airdrops, and the testnet might not even give you an airdrop, to be honest, when you're looking at it. So I'm going to start getting into some dapps and how to actually farm this airdrop. So there's Scroll name service. You just want to launch the app, do everything on it, get like a domain, like one of the Scroll domains and all that, if it loads. Yeah, so you can just get a Scroll domain. I'll just check one out here. I'll switch to the Scroll network. And yeah, you just buy it, you get it, and it will set you up for a potential Scroll name service airdrop, because oftentimes like the ENS in Ethereum did an airdrop, and then Bonafide launched a token and did an airdrop on Solana. So there's a narrative of that happening, and there are like, you could use it. It also creates an on-chain presence for you, so it shows like you're spending money on chain, you're doing stuff, so it increases your chance to get an airdrop and also does more transaction volume. Then looking into the Scroll ecosystem, there's a ton of protocols here. I definitely recommend you check them out, and at the end of the video I'll show you guys multiple protocols that will help you get more airdrops and that you should definitely farm. So you're going to be farming the Scroll airdrop by doing transactions, and you'll also be farming a whole other airdrop, which is like the dapp itself. Like each dapp sometimes launches tokens. And yeah, there's tons of dapps on here, and a lot of them are on actually other chains. They just they add the chain in, like Aave is one of the biggest, probably the biggest Ethereum lending protocol ever, and they just add other EVM chains over time. So yeah, there's always that. I definitely recommend you do some swaps. Definitely use SyncSwap. I've used it multiple times. I think you should be doing at least one transaction, one swap every single day. Costs basically nothing. It's very cheap. And I definitely think you should be doing this, because this is going to be the main way you farm airdrop. It's going to be transaction, but not all at once. You've got to do it different days to show that you've been active across multiple days. Airdrop checkers, like, they check that. And I figured I should show you guys how to farm the one on Ethereum, like the testnet for it. So there is an Ethereum Sepolia faucet, and you can bridge it over to the Sepolia testnet. So this is how to get Sepolia ETH, which is like the main testnet on Ethereum. You have your wallet here. You just sign up for this Alchemy account. Super easy. Sign up for it, get it done. Put your address here. They'll send you 0.5 Sepolia ETH, and you'll be able to bridge that into the Scroll testnet, which I only recommend doing this if you don't have the funds to do the mainnet, because the mainnet is going to be where it's going to be the bread and butter. It's going to be where all the money is. And yeah, there's definitely a lot more dapps, and I'm going to show you now a couple of dapps that I picked out that I think are going to be really good to farm to get multi-purpose farming. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back here with 5 dapps that have an airdrop soon. Ambient points, now live. Connect wallet to check your ambient points. So I'm in the US. I'll use a VPN when I do end up using this. But this protocol has a point system, and usually when a protocol has a point system, it means that they're planning on doing an airdrop. So what this is just DeFi liquidity pools. You can put liquidity in, and it's a decentralized trading protocol, faster, easier, cheaper. It's a decentralized exchange. So when you put money in a liquidity pool, I'm going to explain it simply. You put money in a liquidity pool, this pool goes up and down in the 2 tokens, so let's say USDC and ETH. So when there's more USDC, ETH goes down, and then the price of ETH goes up. And then if there's more ETH, there's less USDC, then the price of ETH goes down. So people, yeah. So it's just like, it's basically how the prices in crypto and decentralized exchanges are determined. And you can put money in, and each time there's a fee, like an AMM pool, you get a small percentage of that transaction fee goes into that pool, and you can get some of that money through putting money in here. So I definitely do think you should be putting money in here. There's a lot of backers here, and in putting money in here, you're also farming for the Scroll Airdrop, because that's one of the chains they have here. They have Scroll, Blast, so that's definitely something you should be doing. Space Finance 2.0, pretty similar to the last product, I mean, but it does also have a point system. I see here they have a point system coming soon, and I definitely think this is something you have to farm. I mean, all these new protocols, they're definitely under-farmed right now. You've definitely got to farm them. Like, especially in a blockchain like Scroll, there's not as much awareness to it yet. People are hesitant to get into these new layer 2s, especially when Arbitrum and Optimism are already out, and they're the leading ones. And now Base, all the attention's on Base, so people aren't really looking at Scroll as much. Layer Bank, another protocol that's going to have a point system, and it's more defined how to get the point system. Every dollar worth of assets deposited will receive 0.3 points every 6 hours. And you can supply and borrow. This is a lending protocol, so it's similar to Aave, but on Scroll, Linea, Manta, Mode, and ZK Link. So if you're interested in any of these other chains, it's there too. I'll be putting up individual guides for each of these as well when the time comes. So if you feel overwhelmed, I'm going really fast, don't worry about it. This is just to show you guys so you guys can start looking into it, but I'll eventually be making guides for all of them too. Once I really dive deep into the protocol, I'll tell you the funding and everything, same format as all my videos. And this is just another decentralized exchange. I really do think the decentralized exchange tokens are ones you want. Like if you look back on Solana, you see the Radium token, you see all these, the Jupiter token, all these decentralized exchange tokens. They're usually the ones that perform really well because they're backed by like a protocol that's actively used. Even when you see like people aggregating and not necessarily seeing what they do in the background, but they're always working in the background doing all the transactions. The basis of crypto relies on swapping tokens and being able to manage your money, and these protocols do that very well. And this is something different. This is an NFT protocol powered by Scroll. I need to change my wallet there, but I'll do that later. But they do have a reward system coming, so you're going to get 20% on your referrals, and if you mint any NFTs through this marketplace on Scroll, you will be getting points as well, which is sort of farming the airdrop. This one, is very interesting because there aren't many marketplaces like this. Like, they have their own NFT, and they reward you this NFT when you mint stuff. You can see the airdrops, and they're gonna have domains too, so they're definitely building. And I think this is a product. Whenever you see a protocol that has this many chains on there, I mean, it's definitely worth farming. And yeah, that's the end of the video. If you like the video and you like the content, subscribe, leave a comment, do whatever you feel like. Let me know what I can improve on my videos. And yeah, I'll make sure to add all these links in the description. And take care, everyone. I hope you liked the video.